Hey folks, Vortex here and welcome to my review of the Capsule3 Pro Plus. Now this seems like a normal kind of model from Soundpeats, but this actually uses an xMEMS driver. So this is actually quite a unique thing considering they've used the same kind of model structure. And yeah, you can see LDAC. So yeah, as usual, full disclaimers, I'd like to thank Soundpeats themselves for sending this out to me, so thank you very much. I was not paid to do this video, no thoughts and opinions are my own. And the price I think is roughly $60-ish. So I will put in the description the link to where you can buy it and the price at the time. And yeah, so xMEMS driver, very unique, and let's get into it. So let's have a look what you get. So LDAC, which they tend to do for like the last year or so. Some information there at the company. Cardboard on the side. So Capsule3 Pro Plus. Now I've got the Capsule3 Pro just up here. Let's give me a sec. Here, so Capsule3. So very, I think they should have used a different name considering it's got a completely different driver set. So obviously we check about that. So yeah, black, active noise cancellation. So it's probably got ambient noise as well. 43 hours playback. We'll see what that's like. So up to 6.5 hours and up to 43 with the case, which is plenty. Battery capacity there, 10 meters, which is normal. 20 hertz, 40 kilohertz, so it's quite a big range, 5.3. You can see xMEMS micro speaker and a 12mm dynamic driver. Second gen amp chip, so this should be quite it's technically a hybrid. Again, I have no idea what these are like. I haven't actually opened this box at all. So this is definitely a bit more premium. It is cardboard, but it's quite nice. Hear your imagination. Same kind of case as normal. Obviously, you can use that to reset it. Type C. I'll take this off, as you can see, remove it. So it's basically the same shell as the Capsule3's Pro. Sorry. Again, I'll have a look at those in a bit. Get this out. Few goodies. User guide. I have no idea what that's for. Some stickers if you need that. Really short charge cable, obviously Type C. The tips, small and large should be. So user guide. So there's an app. I'll have to see if the app's different. I remember it being called Soundpeats. So I'll have to check PeatsAudio, see if there's a new app. First time of use. There, a lot of it's just common sense controls. So it actually does quite a lot. So I'll have to check that. Reset and pay manually. Wearing, what this does. Oops, I'm running out of fingers. It does, and I think that's it. So yeah, quite curious to what these tune like anyway, so I've spent a bunch of time with it and I'll see you in the next clip. So welcome to my review section of this Soundpeats Capsule3 Pro Plus. It looks exactly the same as the previous one from maybe nearly 2 years ago, and it's LDAC as well. Case looks very similar. This is the description, hear your imagination. So right now I'm going to put a quick microphone test on to see what you think of it. Just a quick microphone test of the Soundpeats Capsule3 Pro Plus. I'm in a quiet room, I'm using them in stereo, and yeah, this is what it sounds like. And that's it. I think it's okay. I think in real life it actually sounds better than the recording. So anyway, so battery life on this set is like 6.5 hours. That's with LDAC. If you turn LDAC off, you probably get a bit more. So maybe, yeah, maybe an hour or two. Depends on volume level and stuff like that. But LDAC 6.5 hours-ish. So just bear that in mind with volume. And you get up to 43 hours from the case, which is like, I think, quite a lot really. Price before getting to it. So these are normally $90. Now, if you're watching this on launch day, which is the 22nd of August 24, you get these for just under 60, so a bit of a price difference. That's if you are interested. The information's in the description. So anyway, that's out the way. So connection wise, obviously use the LDAC and AAC.
99% of my testing was LDAC, because that's the point. Works very, very well. Connection wise, very good. Very stable. I think it dropped once, but I was quite far from it. I was over the 10 meters, so no issues at all. And pairing was, again, no issues at all. So let's take a look at these as well. Again, they're identical to the, from what I could tell, to the normal Capsule3 Pro Plus. So it's an oval shape in there. So just quickly take a tip off if I can. So that's it. So you probably have to just use their own kind of tips. So that's that. So obviously I won't include power sensitivity because it's Bluetooth. Now these are a bit different because they use a different driver setup. So in here, they're technically a hybrid. So there's a big 12mm dynamic where my little finger is, and in front of that it's the xMEMS unit. So it kind of reminds me a bit of like maybe kind of piezo to do more upper treble. Now I've still got the Capsule3 Pro Plus, which is here. So this is its older variant. So it's very similar. That's just a dynamic driver, but this one is a hybrid. Seems to be a bit more micro details. Seems to be better. You get a bit more clarity from it. And apart from that, they do graph very, very similar. But I'll talk about more of the sound in a sec. Technicalities, I found on this set pretty good. Again, it is a DD. I think mainly the DD's doing a lot of the work, and it is a 12mm, so it's a big boy. But it's pretty good. Resolution on this set, again, I found was actually pretty good as well. So the xMEMS, so again, I don't know how they've done the crossover, but it seems to have pretty good extension and detail like further up. Now, I think that's its job. I'm not quite sure, but it is a very small driver, so I presume it's doing more of the higher frequencies, and it seems to do that. But I think the clarity on this set is pretty good. Yeah. Also, one thing to bear in mind: there is a Soundpeats app called PeatsAudio, but it requires a login, so I haven't tried it yet. But it is on the Google Play Store, so I think hopefully one day they remove the login and I'll try it out. Anyway, so battery life, again, like I said, 6.5 hours ish, up to 43 with the case. Nothing out of this world, but it's still pretty good for LDAC because it's high bit rate, so it uses more battery life. Soundstage imaging seems pretty good. Latency is obviously there if you game. You know, you can't beat a wired connection, really, to be honest. And I think that's a lot of the main stuff done. But so far, I don't think it's a bad set. I do like the extra detail you get. And it is pretty natural, really. So I don't think it's like a balanced armature. I think it reminds me more of like a piezo, I think, from it. So anyway, graph. So let's have a look. Now you can see very, very similar to previous Soundpeats graphs, basically. So you got that big fun bass bump. It does lack a little bit of that mid bass that I like, but it's got a big bump. So it is bassy enough. Again, this is a consumer tune product, and I think it's fine. Like, I don't think it really needs that big boost. I prefer gradual off on the upper bass section into the lower mid. So I like a little bit of bleed, and this always sounds like slightly smooth off. I think they do it so it's a bigger separation of bass. I don't mind that. It's just different, really. And yeah, so it's quite fun. Mid-range, you can see it's really gradual elevation. So I do like the mids on these. And like I said, people who buy these aren't people who use graphs. So just also bear that in mind. But I do like the mid-range. I think it's pretty fine. And it's forward, but it's very gradual. I like that it's gradual. I don't like big elevations because it starts to sound shouty. These aren't shouty. I think the vocals are pretty fun on it. I think female are better than male. Apart from that, mid-range is fun. It's pretty cool. I was quite happy. I did like my time with these. Treble. Again, it has enough lower, like the presence region is boosted enough, but not enough to be shouty. There's no sibilance or nothing like that. The 8K peak is from the coupler. Good treble extension. Now you're probably looking at a big 15K peak. Now, again, I've only graphed this just before this video, so I listened to these for a few hours before I even graphed it. I did not notice that. I noticed a lot of extension there, and I looked at the graph, thought, oh, that looks a bit scary. I never noticed that, and yes, I can hear past 15k. So I'm not deaf or anything like that, but it does look a bit scary. But I think the graph makes it look worse than it actually is. But treble on this is fine. I think it extends really well. I guess that's probably what the MEMS driver's doing. I like that it's different, and I like they use different tech. But I don't know how much of this is that. I presume the DD's doing quite a bit, and that's just doing the top end, is my guess. But I think it's fine. So again, consumer tuned product. Most folks don't use graphs. I did most of my listening, to be honest, all my listening without a graph. Fine, really. I didn't really see any shout. I like my time with it. Again, I like electronic music. I enjoy my time with these. Didn't look as aggressive as it looks. And I think that's pretty much it. So, conclusion, what do I think of the Capsule3 Pro Plus? That one, not that one, but that one's still alright. I like it. Now these are going to be $90, the full price, so that's getting a little bit pricey. But I think for just under 60, that's not a bad price. Like, you get LDAC, good battery life. The controls will work fine. Obviously, they got active noise cancelling, and ambient mode. All works fine. I haven't delved into it too much because it's basically the same as the previous model over there, which is fine really. Now I don't know if there's any firmware updates on this because I haven't gone into the app yet. But control wise, it does everything. And again, like the previous model, you can't do previous track because on the left one, that button is used to change between ambient mode and noise cancelling. So bear that in mind. Overall, I think they work fine. Extremely stable connection, which I'm not surprised by because they've made a lot of gear by now. And yeah, I think it's a bit different. I was quite happy with my time. I think it's worth it really. And yeah, I don't think I missed anything. I think it's a pretty good enough set. But $90 might be a little bit pricey, but we'll have to see what the future holds. And I think that's it. So I've said a lot of things. So if you think I missed anything, please do let me know in the comments as per usual. Thanks for watching. Take care. And I'll see you in the next video.